51 Unseen German Photos and Videos of World War II Part 30.
Subscribe for daily content. Support this channel so it can grow.
Only a small percentage of people that watch my videos are actually subscribed. If you feel like supporting me more, join my Patreon.
1. German soldiers on a motorcycle eating a whole baguette on the street in occupied France. 2. A young German couple swap clothes for fun. Date unknown. 3. A rare color aerial photo of the German armor going into action on the first morning of the Battle of Kursk. 4. Lack of winter equipment quite obvious. German soldier using a tablecloth as camouflage. 5. 2 German soldiers in a foxhole. Soviet Union, 1942. 6. Member of the Waffen-SS in Normandy, 1944. 7. Here Lieutenant Walther Oberloskamp sits on his Stug 3 with 40 kill rings on the barrel. While commanding a platoon of Stug Brigade 667 on the Eastern Front, Oberloskamp knocked out 40 Soviet armored vehicles in a single battle. For this action he was awarded the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross on May 10, 1943. He was killed in action near Minsk on June 26, 1944 in the 667th Stug Brigade, almost wiped out in July by the Red Army during the Soviet summer offensive of 1944. He was 24 years old. 8. Christian Teixen, born the December 3, 1910 and died the July 28, 1944. Aged 33. He was Obersturmbannführer in the Waffen-SS. In January 1942 he was given the command of the motorcycle battalion. After being wounded in February 1942 he was posted to the SS Officers' School at Braunschweig until he had recovered. In May 1942, he was given the command of 2. Langemark Regiment and retained in this position when it became the 2nd Panzer Regiment in October 1942. In April 1943 he was awarded the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross. Teixen became 2nd SS Panzer RGT commander on November 1943. After being wounded more than 9 times in total, he was killed in Normandy during the Operation Overlord when the Kübelwagen, which he was in with a driver and an NCO, was fired upon by an advancing American tank. He died of his wounds in American captivity. Looters took his tunic with all his decorations and all other types of identification. Buried in a tomb as unknown German soldier, his true identity was revealed only later. During all of his military career as SS Obersturmbannführer, Christian Teixen was wounded 9 times and kept injuries on his face. 9. German Ju 87, Stuka, after a forced landing. No information on date or location of picture. 10. German wedding, date unknown. 11. SS Sturmbannführer Fritz Rentrup. He was awarded the Knight's Cross on October 13, 1941 for taking a railway bridge across River Desna near Makoshino, Russia with only 4 soldiers of his unit, 2nd Battery, SS Flak Abteilung II, Das Reich. 12. A veteran of both the Franco-Prussian War and World War I in his old uniform as part of a veterans rally. Germany, 1936. 13. German 5 cm PaK 38 anti-tank gun on a position near a village in southern Russia. 1942. 14. Members of the Waffen-SS on the Eastern Front, 1942. 15. An injured German soldier who was separated from his unit surrenders to Allied forces during the Battle of the Bulge. Humaine, Marche en Famine, Province of Luxembourg, Wallonia, Belgium. The 28th of December 1944. 16. Panther on the way to Normandy on July 5, 1944. 17. German soldiers ride a railcar in the Odessa area, armed with MG-34. August 1941. 18. Danish soldiers of the Waffen-SS on the Eastern Front, 1944. 19. Heinrich, Gestapo, Müller. The highest-ranking Nazi that hasn't been accounted for. 20. New Wehrmacht recruits receive their equipment, 1943. 21. On 21 August 1942, a joint 23-man team from 1st and 4th Mountain Divisions, led by Hauptmann Heinz Groth and Hauptmann Max Gammerler from each division respectively, scaled the 5,633-meter-high Mount Elbrus, the highest mountain in Europe, and planted the Reich War flag at the summit. The Germans came to Elbrus on August 21, 1942 during the offensive Operation Edelweiss. On this day, a group of the best climbers of the eponymous Mountain Rifle Division conquered both peaks of the mountain. The western one 5,642 meters and the eastern one 5,621 meters. The battles on Elbrus in 1942 were part of a large-scale battle for the Caucasus. At first, the German army managed to occupy strategic positions on Elbrus and set their flags on the peaks, but after a few months, Soviet troops returned the occupied territories. By the way, every year, when the snow melts, weapons, ammunition and other echoes of the war are found there. 22. German soldier of the Infantry Division, Großdeutschland, killed in an SD. KFZ.250 near Voronezh. June 1942. 23. German Panther on the Eastern Front. 24. Original photo of a Panther tank climbing a ridge on the Eastern Front. 25. German soldiers examine how much attention they had to put into a Red Army KV-1 tank before they could knock it out. 26. A German orphan trying to exchange his father's Iron Cross for cigarettes in Berlin, 1945. 27. German infantry on the Eastern Front, 1942. 28. Heinz Guderian being transported to the Eastern Front, 1943. 29. German weatherman playing harmonica at Spitsbergen, Norway. Crew of weather station, Hattingen, were the last of German forces to surrender. 30. German tankman of 12. SS Panzer Division, Hitlerjugend, inside a Panzer IV tank, date unknown. 31. Member of the Afrika Korps in Northern Africa, 1942. 32. Volkssturm men armed with Panzerfaust who will soon defend Berlin. April 1945. 33. A Panzerkampfwagen IV, Ausführung A, from the No. 9. Panzerdivision during the advance through the Netherlands in May, 1940. 34. It's a Dog's Life. Dogs were often used to transport ammunition in Infanteriekaren IF-8, cart. 35. Column of German tanks entering Poland. 36. German cooks in front of an improvised kitchen in Murmansk region. 37. Panzer IV with the crew date and location unknown. 38. German dummy tank turrets and anti-tank guns found in a farmyard on the road to Liverot. Normandy 1944. 39. 1936 Berlin Summer Olympics. Hitler celebrates his 52nd birthday in front of his special armored train near Münchkirchen, Austria, April 1941. 41. Captured KV-1 after it smashed a German staff car. 42. German soldiers practicing attack on a dummy tank. 43. Tiger E stuck in the mud. 44. German factory producing naval guns. Most likely Krupp or Rheinmetall depending on the gun. 45. German soldier checks his watch while waiting under cover shortly before launching an attack on Tobruk. 46. The official cartoonist of a Luftwaffe squad, date unknown. 47. German soldiers pulling a dummy T-34. 48. Members of the SS heading to the Eastern Front, date unknown. 49. German Army Group on the Eastern Front, 1941. 50. Dynamic photo of Stug 3A USFB assault gun moving into position in Gomel, Belarus, USSR. 1941. 51. German infantrymen in winter outfits. Eastern Front, 1943.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a comment, like and subscribe. Support the channel so I can bring you more content. Thank you again.